Hi, and welcome back to FemLogic AI, where we show you how to save time using AI and automation so that you can free up some time to do things that bring you joy. So thanks for coming back to us. Today we've got some exciting stuff we're going to show you with the new ChatGPT Store. So we heard about the builder where you could build these things, and we learned how we could build our own GPTs when they had their big conference. But now we are going to learn how we can actually see the store, see what's in it, and put our own stuff in it. So stick with me. We're going to show you some cool stuff that's out there. And then in future videos, we'll show you how you can build your own stuff and put it out there. So let's get started. All right, so let's get started showing you a little bit about what's new with the ChatGPT. So the store is new, and we're really excited about that because that was announced at the conference, and they gave us builder abilities so we could build our own GPTs, but they haven't given us a way to sell them as promised. And so there was a lot of speculation about what's the store going to look like, how are we going to monetize that, how is it going to work, all that good stuff. So we do have some of those answers, not all of them, but first I want to talk about some of the other things. So the plans have changed slightly. So when you look in here at the plans, you're looking at a plus, which is what I have, the $20 a month, so it gets you the GPT-4. And now they have a team plan. So I think that the appeal of this team plan and why I think this is a great selling point, and the price is only $5 more. I mean, yeah, it's 25% more, but it has the team data excluded from training by default. So what that means to you is that you can exclude your data from being put back into the model. So if you're in a company and you're worried about your secret sauce getting out, that is going to exclude your data. So once you're done with your, using that ChatGPT and all that, it's going to go away. So that data does not get repurposed. Now that does mean that you are not getting to repurpose that data as well, but it's excluded from the training model there. So you could create your own model and all that good stuff and get it to train that way. So there's ways around that. But I think that is going to be a key component in companies being more willing to use it. I hear a lot of people say, I don't want my people putting the secret sauce out there, then my company's no good because everybody can just go into ChatGPT and build it for them. This is less of a fear here. So I think as AI has been around longer, people will get more comfortable with it, but this is a great thing on $5. Another thing you can do is you can share GPTs within your workspace. So basically what they've done is created like a, like you have in any development environment, where you have a shared workspace. And so that's nice to be able to share GPTs among coworkers and, team members and things like that. So I think that's a really cool thing they're doing there. With the plus, I do not get either of those things. And it does say you're going to get higher message caps with Dolly and browsing. I have never hit the message caps personally, but if you are a hardcore user using it all day long, you might, or if you're using it for coding, yeah, you might hit that. So that's definitely something to think about. And this is based on a minimum of 2 users, so one person. So I can't necessarily just be a team of 1. I'd have to sign up 2 people to get this access. So just keep that in mind. The next thing I want to show you is the store. So it's right here. So when I go in, and whether I'm in 3.5, which is what I'm in right now, which is the free version, I can click Explore GPTs and I can see them. Now, my understanding is I can see them with GPT 3.5, but I have to have 4 to use them. So you can go through here. I think the store is laid out really well. They've got top picks. They've got Dolly. They've got, you can click and it'll break it down. It'll show you just the ones that you want to look at. Education, lifestyle, productivity, programming. You can go through all of these guys, and I think these are really cool. So I do like, if you go back to the top picks here, I like how if you scroll down a little bit, they've got trending. And in theory, this should be based on an algorithm. And so those should be, coming in there by the community. So those are like people in theory, like they do on Reddit, where it's upvoting, basically the more people use it, the more popular it gets and the more it's going to come on top here. So you're likely to see some, definitely your Canvas, your probably Microsoft stuff. You're going to see the bigger companies come up there. I imagine you're going to see like a, DoorDash and like Grubhub and, some things like that on there, which I'm completely fine with. But I always like to check out what are other people really excited about, because sometimes you'll get these really cool stuff. Like this logo creator, I've not used that yet, but we're going to try it out today. So, but first I want to show you one that I've used before. So one thing I was really worried about when they came out with the new ChatGPT 4, and locked it, they pulled and they made it so you didn't have to say I want to use plugins. Now all those plugins went away, and I was like, where'd they go? Because some of them I really liked. So when you would type in something in ChatGPT, it would automatically choose what it thinks you want to use, and you didn't have a way to say I want to use this specific plugin. So I think it's pretty cool that now you can go in and say I want you to search kayak, or I want you to search, hotels.com. And so it will, go in and do those things, and you can use these GPTs to do that. So let's show you how one of those works. All right, so let's go to my favorite thing, productivity. You guys follow along with me, or you know me at all, I love productivity. I like to do the fun things, and I want to get all that little stuff out of the way. So anytime I can use something to make me more productive, I'm all about it. So let's do this diagram one. And I really liked this one when they had it in the plugins folder. So let's go ahead and click on plugins here. And what I want to do, or not plugins, sorry, the GPT model of the diagram show me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, you can actually click on this and say show examples. And so it will give you some examples of what it can do. But I'm going to say, show me, because I want it to show me. And I do have to enable it. So I do have to allow it when it comes on here. And so it's starting its action. It's actually going to show me some sequence diagrams, some mermaid sequences, and I'm going to stop it right there. But what I want it to do is I want to show me a diagram of how to build an app. So that should be a pretty simple thing for a diagram thing to do. So a basic app, I just want you to want to know, how do I start? Maybe I have an idea, but I don't know. So each time you use it, you do have to allow it to use, say, yes, I'm going to allow it to use this. And it's going to go out and it's going to build me this diagram that I've asked for. And so you can see it probably takes, 6-8 seconds, something like that, if I had to guess. And then it's coming up and it's going to build me a diagram. Now, if I do this same, so it is giving me some context here. So it's saying, here's a sequence diagram. It's giving me some links, some really cool stuff. And so there we go. So it's still building, but you can see what it's built so far. And you can view the full screen diagram. So let's go ahead and view the full screen diagram. Look, it's got exactly what an app looks like. You've got your developer, your IED, your version control, your testing, and your deployment. So this is what it looks like, right? You have a developer that's going to develop it. Then you come over here and you're going to have, like your dev engineers. You're going to write the code. You're going to go back and forth. You're going to commit changes. You're going to have version control. You're going to test it as much as you can, and then you're going to deploy it. Exactly what we'd want to see. So that's pretty cool in there. And then you can go to edit the diagram online, or you can go out and you can actually make edits to this. So let's say my company, and I have I want to edit it. So that's pretty cool. I can go out here and I can say, well, my company actually has a test environment that we publish to the test environment before we go to production. And then we have a user group that comes in. So maybe there's some additional steps that my company does. So pretty cool. Now, let me show you what entering that exact same phrase does in just regular ChatGPT. So why you would want to use this. So that was my question, is why would I want to use that over, I think it's neat, but is there application? So when I go over here and I just go to regular ChatGPT, and I'm going to go to 4, just so I can, and I'm going to paste that in, exact same text, and let's see what it does. So what it's giving me, it says, all right, it is pulling up all this data. So, all right, it says, let's create a diagram visualization in stages. So it's creating me an image versus a diagram that I can edit. So that's going to be some of the difference. So you're going to have added advantages with these GPT models that you can use out there. So think I'm somewhere between a GPT, so a generative pre-trained transformer, and also a plugin, so an additional companion that you've got there. So I think of ChatGPT as a companion. It is not going to replace me 100%, but it will, in fact, free me up to do things that are higher value, that are maybe more interesting, more exciting. So this is basically similar to what we have in the other one, where it says, all right, we have a diagram, we're going to test, deploy, all that good stuff. But it's a picture, and it is not a diagram. So that is going to be your difference between using these guys. Now, there's going to be a ton of examples out there. This is just one. So let's do one more in the GPT store because I do think it's pretty cool. All right, so let's go back to the store again. We're going to click on the GPT store. We're going to go in. We're going to see all our options here. And I'm actually going to scroll down. And so another thing I didn't mention is there are some that are by ChatGPT. So you've got the DALL-E. These are probably going to be by far the best ones because they are by the ChatGPT team. So I have not checked out a lot of those, but I am super curious about this one that's in the most popular right now, this logo creator. Not good at graphics. You know, I totally depend on Midjourney, DALL-E, all those tools. So let's see what I can do. So let's see. Let's build a logo with a black and orange color theme with a tiger for a cleaning business named Tiger Clean. Let's see what it's going to come up with. All right. So it's asking me a question. What's the overall mood you would like for your logo? Vibrant, neutral, serious? I'm going to say vibrant because, hey. Or I can say, you know, default option is vibrant. You know, I'm just going to say, or you can skip them all. So I'm going to say A, and let's see what it's got. So now it's creating the logo. So it has asked me a question. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before where I go back into GPT and see if DALL-E can create something similar or if it creates the exact same thing. And let's see. Next on the scale of 1 to 10, I want Tiger, let's say 5 or 6. Hit the 6 button. Okay, now with the color palette. All right. I'm going to say, you decide for me. So this is taking it's a little more in depth. So I'm hoping it's going to be a little better than what I get through just putting it in ChatGPT. So it's saying, all right, I said, you choose, let's see what it's getting me. So now I think it's actually building the logo, maybe. Okay. Or it's going to ask me another question. Finally. So hopefully it said finally. So I'm hoping, do you want a single logo or 9 different designs to choose from? Let's go with 9 different designs. That way, that's pretty good. That's something that DALL-E 3 has never given me, is 9 different designs. Now, Midjourney does give you 4 different designs, and you can make variations on that. And you can make variations in DALL-E 3 too, but who doesn't like options? So let's see what it's going to create. So now it appears to be creating my 9 different options, which is pretty cool. So let's see what the logo creator can do. And this is the first time I'm seeing it too. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So let's see, let's scroll up on my screen a little bit here. All right, so it's 9 different logos. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, I do. And so I can download those right there. I can say, all right, like 9 different logos. What do you think? Are you satisfied with the logo? So any feedback you give it is helping retrain the model. So that's pretty cool. I actually like this number 8 pretty well. I think it's minimalist. You know, it's good. It's Tiger, you know, names on there. Tiger Clean cleaning. All right. So I like how the Tiger Clean stands out. So let's see. I'm going to say that is logo 8. Logo 8 is good. Can you give me just that image? Let's see what it does. So now it's creating, and hopefully it's going to just give me the logo image. And I'm guessing that it's just going across like you would read, counting them. Let's see what it's got. It's coming up. All right, are you coming? Let's see what we got. Well, that's a totally new logo. All right, so that's interesting. So I guess, yeah, like, so you can download it from here. You can always just right click, save image as, screenshot, download, whatever you want to do. So logo creator, but I do love how it gave me like a total like thing. And, if I'm really making a logo, at the moment I'm trying to do a video, so I don't want it to be a lot of questions, but I would be really appreciative of them coming back to me and asking me, if you were working with a designer, they're going to ask you a lot of questions, like how big do you want your letters? What fonts do you want? All that kind of good stuff. And so that's a really good thing to do. So let me copy that. I'm going to go back to our regular ChatGPT. Again, I'm going to go to 4 so I can use my DALL-E, and I'm going to paste in the exact same thing. And let's see what DALL-E 3 is going to give me. So it is going to run through here. It's creating an image. Now, I know for a fact it's not going to give me 9 images, but it is going to give me something. So whether it's better quality or not, I think that is probably up to the interpreter. It looked pretty good to me for somebody who's not graphically inclined. This is a tremendous help. Even if I had to go to a graphic person after this, I could at least show them this is what I'm thinking. As a former website developer, the hardest part was when people would just say, I just want it to look really great. And you're like, well, what does really great look like to you? What color do you want? What fonts? You have to define all those things. So having a picture to show. And so that's pretty cool. So it gave me a logo here too. So you got that. But I think this logo creator where it gave me 9 examples, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, definitely check out these GPT models, and there's a whole bunch of them out there. If I find anything cool, I'll keep playing with them, and I'll do some more videos. But thank you. All right, thanks for joining us at FemLogic AI today. I hope you learned something that helped make your life easier so you can free up some time to do things that bring you joy. Please join us again. I'll do more videos about this store. We have not yet learned what the pricing model is on the monetization. Basically, there's vague information out there that says, based on demand, but being a data person, I want to know more facts than that. So I'll keep you posted on what that looks like. But for now, hope you enjoy, and if you find something cool, let me know, and I'll do some more videos for you. Thanks, and have a great day.